Hello there, and welcome to my mini masterclass in sludging. It's a bit of a spontaneous one, this, but I had such a spectacular experience of very comprehensive sludging when trying to stop my subscription to a product earlier today, and I thought I'd share this great example with more people. I felt like this, if there was ever a good example of how to not use behavioral science, then this might just be it. So the product that I'm going to talk about is a company called Tractive, who make GPS trackers for cats and dogs. Now, they're very popular with a lot of dog owners because, especially if you have a hunting dog or a scent hound like this beagle here, because they have a tendency to go on the run. So a couple of years ago, when we got our second dog, Grace, we bought two of these trackers because we're going on holiday, and we thought, you know, better safe than sorry. We'll get one for her, and if something happens and if she sees a rabbit and runs off, then at least we'll be able to find her very quickly. A bit of insurance. So, but turns out that we didn't really need it, especially in everyday conditions. So we kind of forgot about it. So until today, when I got an email from Tractive that I still have a subscription with them. So I decided to go and have a look on their platform and just get rid of the subscription because we don't need it. That was a bit of a harder job than I thought. Let's see. First, we have highlighted the add payment info. So they don't currently have my payment details, but that's the thing they want me to see. Okay. The option for canceling your subscription is hidden under more actions, and even at that, it's at the very bottom. That was quite hard to find to begin with, but okay, moving on. Maybe that's an oversight. Next up, an entirely unnecessary page where we start off with the very basics that moving forward is highlighted and hidden to the side, here with the orange arrow, and then the option that you don't want that takes you back to the previous page, that's highlighted and positioned right under the text. Make your eyes drawn to that. You read this interesting text that about 10 million pets are missing annually worldwide. Only less than 20% of dogs are reunited with their owners. How is this relevant for me right now? Except it's quite handy emotional reframing. Oh, maybe I should be worried. Maybe I don't want to get rid of my Tractive. Oh no. As if that's not enough, we then move on to leveraging some forgetfulness. Your subscription plan, it was paid ahead of time. Therefore, your device will be active for another 142 days. Because there's no cancellation period, you could cancel your subscription at any time before the expiration date. Are you sure you want to cancel it now? Well, then just to add on to that, we have the no button highlighted and the yes button is not highlighted. Okay, I'm still convinced that I do want to go through this process. Next step, why do I want to change my subscription plan? I don't need it anymore. Great. Oh, there's more questions. Okay, I lost my pet. No, I did not lose my pet, but that works quite well as sort of little anchoring there as if I did not lose my pet, then I guess these other reasons seem a little bit less important. Maybe I do still need it. Adds a bit of doubt there. Still not enough? Let's add a bit of reframing. If you don't want to use that on your dog, how about using it in your luggage? Elderly people, kids, use it on yourself. Okay. And then a new option appears, not just back, but keep subscription plan. At this point, I guess you could be thinking that maybe I could use it for something else. Maybe I should keep it. If I'm still convinced that I want to stop my subscription, a note that says change, not cancel, now there's an offer of a free month, except it's not really a free month, because if I choose the free month, the subscription plan will continue to remain active. Nicely, some lower contrast there so that you can barely see it on your screen. It's a lot smaller in a normal screen when it's not enlarged like this, and a little bit of inertia. If you keep another month, you're probably going to forget about it. And of course, there's the power of free. The pièce de résistance here is that when you get to the absolute last stage of the process to cancelling your account, you have to fill in your email and password in order to cancel it. Now, this seems pretty reasonable, except before this, I reset my password, and when I clicked the email for resetting my password, the website logged me in automatically without actually asking me to reset the password. Therefore, I had logged in without resetting my password, and therefore I don't know what my password is. So when I get to this point, I have to actually go back to the beginning, can't stop this entire process, and go back to changing my password, and then start again. Now, trying to find where the password change is, that was a bit of a trek as well. Finally got there, got to the end, and my cancellation is confirmed. Except, let's see, we also have automatically reactivate on the date when it will stop. That's pretty spectacular because it's also highlighted in blue so that you almost feel like that is what you need to press to end the process. I didn't click on it. It was tempting, and I nearly did. Now, some key lessons for the aspiring sludger. 1, add as much friction as possible to the process to confuse, frustrate, and ultimately deter someone from taking action that you don't want them to do. Use color, contrast, and positioning to trick people into accidentally taking action that is against their wishes but benefits you financially. And last but not least, use emotional appeals to guilt trip your customers to staying with you, even though they've tried very, very hard to tell you otherwise. I must say that this was one of the most perfect examples of sludging I have ever seen.